This is for Dolls Gone Goth, which is for 2 channels, Dolls Rescued and J Dolls UK. This is the dress I'm going to show you how to make. Every wedding needs a few guests. This one actually does have J Doll UK, the doll I made for J Dolls UK. And a few of the other dolls that I have been working for all these collabs. He can't wait to marry them. I mean, them, because he's the priest. This is the doll I'm doing today. I'm just pinning in that belt that I made for the pregnant doll. And I'm making him a purple bow tie. He will be shirtless. I should have made the purple, tied it around his neck after I put in the bow. I scratched his chest, I think. I was going to give him a tattoo, but the cardstock is too thick. So I'm using this to give him an eye patch. Why not? That is black foam and string, just thread. But it worked. It seems to work pretty well. At least I didn't scratch him when I was making his little eye patch. Now, why does he need an eye patch, you would ask? He needs one just so he doesn't see the next stage of this, which is making the wedding dress. I'm making the wedding dress out of this skirt that is torn. It's a child-size skirt. I did get it to remake for a doll, but large Barbie, but it's shredded in the front. The black is shredded as well, just not as bad. And I want to take off the red top layer. And I'm trying, as I'm cutting this, not to cut the black because I do need the black. But it is a little tricky, and I did see that I snagged it a couple times where it was accidentally inside. So I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. First, I'm going to sew the little tiny piece that ripped and the little tiny piece that ripped in the elastic. This is super easy because it didn't rip that much. I was very careful, but there are some red pieces left behind because I could not get all of it without tearing more of the black or ripping some of the elastic off, which I really did not want to do. This is not a Barbie, of course, and she's not Barbie size. She is taller and bustier, and I'm not going to have her nude on my channel because parts of her are anatomically correct. But I just wanted her to size because I have this turned inside out because I am sewing up this time just the elastic band to her size because I don't want to sew in straps because that would be very difficult with the fact that it's just elastic. So I just want this to stay up on its own, so I want it pretty tight. And really, it's just a simple stitch, go back and forth several times because I want this to be strong. I don't want this to break. I'm going to be cutting the skirt. Now, I have it sized about to where I want it because I cut off all the red on top, so I know about where I'm supposed to cut. I'm cutting just a little bit over because I think it needs to be a little bit bigger than what I had it. I'm trying to be straight, but obviously I'm not being straight. It's a little wonky, and it's really long. I moved her legs so I could cut the red down to where it should be, and now I'm cutting down the black. The black, surprisingly, was perfect. The red was a little wonky and hard to cut, but now I'm just sewing the black first, and then I'm going to sew the red with black thread again. But you really won't be able to see that through the black tool. Now I'm going to show you pictures once it's done, but it is done. This is what it looked like. That necklace was actually the strap that I cut out. It came out pretty well. I'm sorry you couldn't see me make the veil. It's a hat with the tulle material from the skirt. However, I pushed record when I should have pushed stop, so I didn't record what I meant to. And this is how I had to block the sun so you could actually see her. But I do like how this dress came out. Originally, I was going to make this dress last week for Summerween for the vampire doll, but I found a dress last minute that I could just dress her up with and not have to do the tutorial, since for Summerween I was already doing a paint tutorial, so I didn't want to have to do both because I didn't want the movie to be a little too long. Most of these dolls are wearing some sort of thing that I made for them. Of course, the mummy is from Summerween. That cloak I made out of a velvet and satin dress. I made this reversible dress myself as well. I made this for the last Goth video that we did, and I made this dress for another project, but I thought it would be the best fit, and I made that shirt for another project. I am doing a lot of collabs this summer and collab prompts. Little Crafty Kitty asked me to do Blythoween, and that is, of course, for Dolls Rescue and for Little Crafty Kitty. I did do one for the mini LPS ones that look like Blythe dolls but aren't actually Blythe dolls. It's all I could do because my Blythe doll is not here. She's stuck in customs. I'm still doing, of course, Down to Dolly business with JDolls UK. All of the channels and hashtags will be linked down below. I'm doing all the fairy tale prompts for Marna and Tammy Pally. And I also did Christmas in July for Erica from Rainbow Bites, plus my Summerween dolls, which is Halloween in the summer, and that is my prompt as well. You can still enter that if you want to until September 15th. After that, it's not really summer, so that's kind of going to be over. But all you have to do is look at the videos that we've made, make your own video if it's a costume that you made or a doll that fits that criteria that you want to show, which is ghost dolls, werewolf dolls, vampire dolls. All of those you can do from the past collab. The next day, it's actually tomorrow for the zombie doll, and that's the next one we're doing on the 14th. And then we wait 16 days, a little longer, to do the last one, and that will be the last one, which will be, I'm really excited about this, your favorite villain from a horror movie, and you're not supposed to tell anyone what you're doing. I do believe Little Crafty Kitty is going to join in on that one like she did for the vampire dolls. There's still time if you want to make those and be entered into the playlist and in the description of all of my videos. They've been super fun. I do want to thank Erica for doing all of them with me because the mummy doll was a little much. It was hard to do. I'm not going to lie. It was taxing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you JDolls UK and Marna from Dolls Rescue for doing these prompts because they've really inspired me to do more collabs myself and more creative collabs, and I really enjoyed making this video and making all the videos that I make for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!
Subscribe if you like watching adorable bunnies who don't actually say anything in the movie at all. And beautiful shoulder devils.
How do you know I'm not evil too? Oh, the shoulder angel. I better go.
Do what's right! And subscribe, because that's right.
Apparently not.
Do you have a situation?
Yeah.
Do what is right.